I just watched a video that shocked me. Are DVDs worthless now? Let's find out today in the video. So welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Matt and this channel is all about movies, TV, special editions, Blu-rays, 4Ks, DVD and VHS. So if you like this kind of hobby, why not subscribe to the channel? It's absolutely free to do so. Just click down below if you're watching on a tablet or a mobile phone. Click that subscribe button, or if you're watching this on the television, click the QR code that'll just pop up here. Okay, so let's get on with the subject. So yeah, I was watching a video yesterday, and it's not a physical media YouTuber, but it's a guy who's a reseller on eBay. And this guy I followed for some time, many years. His background, he used to work for Virgin, the mega stores, and he was sort of heavily involved in the CDs, DVDs back in the 90s. And he left that job many years ago, and he's been a reseller on eBay for many years. He does love to deal in media, physical media. He's always enjoyed selling it, but sadly he's finding that it's becoming very difficult to sell this stuff on eBay. Certainly DVDs. And in this video, which I will link below, he shows a job lot of DVDs that he purchased. I don't think it's costing very much, but he's got about 635 DVDs, which I think he had more, and he's sorted through the ones which are worth some value, and was able to sell those online. But the rest are generic titles that you'll kind of see up and down the country in the CEX stores, the charity shops and the car boot sales. So he shows you this pile of DVDs, which is taking up one wall in his room where he stores all of his stock. And it's a large number, as I say, 635 DVDs. There's a couple of Blu-rays in there as well. But he actually sold these for the grand sum of £28. And he kind of works out that after the fees have been deducted, postage, etc., that it winds up that each DVD comes in at about 3p. Absolutely worthless when you think about it. Now, okay, we do see in charity shops you can get DVDs for 10p, 20p, 50p, and even £1, depending on the title. Some hold their value more than others. Generally speaking, TV shows, but your normal generic stuff that you see time and time again when you're in charity shops, you're at car boot sales, you know, this stuff is kind of worthless now. And it does beg the question, going forward, people with their DVD collections, when they're deciding maybe to upgrade to Blu-ray or even 4K, you know, how they're going to get rid of their media. It's a worrying thought, because CEX stores now don't really want your DVDs. I mean, the trading value for those is like a penny. Again, some titles do still hold value, out of print things. Certain titles can command quite good money, but they're few and far between. The majority of people's collections will be the sort of main titles that are very popular films throughout the years that everyone's collected, and they're virtually worthless. So that then brings you on to the subject of, well, if they're worthless to trade in, CEX has still got a lot of DVDs on their shelves, but is anyone buying them? From my experience of going into CEX stores, they aren't selling. Again, maybe the odd title now and again, maybe a new film that's come out and has got a DVD release may still hold some value for a short period of time. But do you think we'll start to see DVDs disappear from CEX stores? Another online retailer in the UK is Music Magpie. Now they do a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays and some 4Ks, and generally speaking you can get some really good deals, certainly with DVDs, 2 for £3, 4 for £5, but again a lot of generic titles. But if you're looking for a certain thing, then it can help. You can buy a title for dirt cheap, say a 2 for £3, and if you enjoy the film you can then look to upgrade it. But again, do you think Music Magpie will stop selling DVDs before very long? Is there any worth in it? Certainly as a reseller on eBay, it doesn't look like there's much point in trying to sell DVDs at all. Okay, you might be able to sell a big job lot, 600-700 DVDs, but again there's a lot of work involved in that. You've got to box it all up, you've got to factor in the postage, and to be honest, you think, well, is it really worth your time? Now for this guy in the video, he kind of said that all of these DVDs didn't owe him anything. I think a lot of this stuff he picked up free, people were giving it away. So, he wound up with just over £24, I think, in profit, which again is, not to be sniffed at. It's still a little bit of money for something which is deemed worthless now. But yeah, it kind of really sort of brings home to you that DVDs now are kind of really worthless. And I do wonder whether CEX will continue to stock DVDs going forward. Now, on our Blue Hunts with AJ and Chris, we have seen this in the CEX stores, that the DVD shelves are becoming bare. There's not much left on the shelves. Even the Blu-rays now starting to go into the £1 bracket for certain titles. Could we see CEX maybe reduce their £1 DVDs to 50p or 20p, kind of more in line with the boot sales? They may well do that to try and shift the stock, but again, if they can't shift it, what's going to happen to it? Do you think it will just get skipped? A lot of this stuff recycled. I mean, there's a lot of plastic in these cases. The discs will need to be recycled. I can see it happening that over time this is going to become more and more prevalent with DVDs, unfortunately, as people just adopt Blu-rays, 4Ks, but actually even just moving on to digital only. Be interested to hear your thoughts down below. What do you think of this? Do you still buy DVDs? I myself still buy DVDs, but few and far between, and generally it's to either just be a bargain or with the possibility of maybe upgrading that film to a Blu-ray or a 4K. I generally look at the price difference between the two. If there's quite a big price difference, so the Blu-ray is out of print and it goes for quite considerable money, over £10 shall we say, but you can get the DVD for say £150 in a 2 for 3 deal, then I'll probably pick up the DVD. If it's a film that I really, really want in high definition, then I can sort of look further down the line to try and get the best deal that I can. So yeah, be interested to hear your thoughts down in those comments. What do you think of this? Do you think DVD has pretty much had it? Do you think it's going to disappear from our retail stores, online retailers, even the boot fairs? Do you think people are not going to bother because people aren't picking them up? Or do you think this will continue for a good many years to come and people will still collect DVDs with the rise of unsatisfactory sort of streaming, people fed up with too many streaming platforms, they'll go for the DVDs because they're a cheaper option? Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down below. So like I say, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. As I say, it's totally free to do so. Click that QR code up there, or subscribe down below if you're watching this on a tablet or on a mobile phone or even computer. I'll also leave a link to my chats and podcasts playlist where I discuss other things to do with physical media. You know, if you like these kind of videos where we just chat about this subject, all things physical media, yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to find some other videos on there that you'll really enjoy. Thanks for watching the video. Take care. See you next time.